How's it going, guys? I want to do a kind of a fun little quick video kind of out on location. I just flew in from Australia back here home in the US. Spent about maybe 25-30 hours traveling, and in this video what I want to do is I want to actually meet up with one of my good friends from way back in the day, and I want to start a new series called Asking People Why My Video Sucks. And it's based upon this reality that whether or not you're an expert in video production, or you're an amateur, or you're someone that has never shot video in your life, I feel like it's easy for someone to distinguish what a bad video is compared to what a good video is. What's not easy, however, is being able to specify specifically what makes a video bad, and that's what I want to go over in this video. My bro Daniel is an extremely talented musician, but he does less video production than say I would. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show him one of my old video edits that is objectively not as good as it could be. And then I'm gonna compare that with like a professionally made video that's made by like one of my biggest mentors. I know off the bat he's gonna be able to distinguish that one video is better than the other, but I wanna figure out whether he's able to point out at least 3 things specifically that makes the better video better. For years, the purpose of this channel has been to be able to effectively break down good pieces of art and be able to actually distinguish what makes it good. What's just as important is being able to understand what makes bad pieces of art bad. We're gonna actually break down these videos specifically after the fact, but for now, let's have some fun. All right, guys, I'm with one of my good friends, Daniel Van Horn. So let's get started.
Life's too short for that basic, yeah. Monumental, monumental, everything is monumental, 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 everything is monumental, IMD is monumental, BNE is monumental, 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 everything is monumental. With the D and D&M, I get conversation heavy, then we're ready for
Think about just what you've seen, kind of break it down, try to reverse engineer it in your head, and now you're gonna compare it with this video.
If you want make a ginger, give me tea, kokoro. My coach, I be your love. Anywhere I go, just come up with my bum, my love. So they do like love.
If you want make a ginger, give me the kokoro. My body be your love. Come make a show you my banana. No, they do like bolo.
Hey guys, we're gonna stop the tutorial real quick for just a quick moment of truth. You and I both know that as awesome as it is to be a creative, being in the videography industry can be pretty tough. So I have a question for you. Would you spend $9 to save 10 or more hours on a project? Videographers, there's only one way to really get your life back, and that's by working less. A great way to work less is by using Envato Elements, which has some of the best video templates and packs made by some of the most talented creators in the world. Using pre-made assets that you can then customize so that it's unique to you and your client is a game changer and has saved me thousands of hours at this point. And the good news is I've actually negotiated a pretty good deal for you to get your first month of Envato Elements for $9. Which brings me to my last question. Would you rather spend $9 to not have to spend thousands of dollars on video templates and packs? If you answered yes to any of these questions, then click on the link in the description to get started today. All right, let's get back to this tutorial. I want you to tell me 4 things that you can tell me was better about the better video compared to the original video that you saw.
Okay. I would say first thing I noticed was that the second video was much smoother. There wasn't a lot of stutter effect that I noticed. I noticed that where the lens felt like it was moving up and down in the first one, this one felt like it was very static and smooth. I saw some pulling back and some moving forward that felt very, very solid and very smooth, and it wasn't as kind of like giving me a headache as the first one. I liked that the transitions felt sharper in the second video, whereas the first one there was kind of like these cross-dissolving, kind of almost too much in your face, too much of like a transition, almost unnecessary. And for the fourth thing, I feel like each shot had a lot more intentionality, and it was like they spent more time on a subject and then focused going slower and faster in and out, versus the first video, it felt like the subject had maybe half a second on every shot and every angle. So So I feel like there was just a quality of smoothness and maybe speed.
That was good. That was really good. I'm going to tell you what I noticed. So I think the 3 things I noticed was, number 1, color grade for the second video was a lot better. There was a lot more contrasty. The blacks were actually black. There was less gray tones. It kind of gave you a more cinematic, professional look, in my opinion. Second thing, transitions were kind of all over the place in the first video. This video kind of had they were actually stylistic transitions used, kind of like these like little film, like punch hole film effects that were kind of there sporadically, but it wasn't overdone. And then last thing was set design. So you can tell that there was some expensive set design that was being placed into this video. And the first video was just shot in a garage, basically. Yeah. Please make sure to put in the comments below some differences between the videos that you may have noticed. We may do more of these videos later, we're not sure. We'll see how it goes.